From the Hilario Center in Westwego, Louisiana, it is the final game on the opening day of the Big Easy Classic here on Crescent City Sports. Hi again, everybody. Lenny Van Gilder back with you. Matt Merritt, our producer this evening. Had a busy day with 5 games, 5 more coming your way tomorrow in this multi-team event. 10 Division I schools having gathered in the New Orleans area and competing here at the Hilario Center. So teams have just finished their warm-ups. We are getting set for the introductions. Let's catch you up on what you've missed if you're just joining us. A lot of double-digit wins so far. Maybe we're due for a tight one here to wrap the evening up. Cleveland State, a 60-42 winner over Louisiana in Game 1. Minnesota defeated Houston 61-44. Lamar over Pacific 69-54. It was Charlton over Delaware 54-40 in the last game. And we get set here for Evansville and Nicholls. The Purple Aces coming in at 2-3 on the season, while the Colonels are 3-2. Nicholls will be the home team in this game, wearing the white jerseys. Evansville is the Purple Aces, but it looks like they're going to be in black this evening. But that's okay. We see that sometimes. Starting lineups being introduced here by our PA announcer, Doug Morrow. It will be for Evansville, which they've got some outstanding scores. A 3-guard lineup with Julia Palomo, Cameron Runner, and Caden Kreinhagen in the backcourt, and a front court of May Dozier and Maggie Hartwig. Runner is the leading scorer on this team at 20.6 points per game. Not only is she the leading scorer for the Aces, she is the #1 freshman scorer in Division I, and is also the second leading scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference. Nicholls set to be introduced. They will feature a lineup with Tanita Swift and Bertia Curtis at guards. Deanna Brister, a 6-foot swing player, along with Ellie Garnett and Imani Burks. Swift, 18 points a game, is the leading scorer in the Southland Conference. So we got a couple of guards that can certainly light it up here this evening, and we'll be keeping an eye on them. The introductions have been completed. We will be set for basketball in just a moment. And again, as we mentioned, we've had 5 games here today, 5 more tomorrow. If you're in the New Orleans area, certainly looking for something to do tomorrow, come on out to the Hilario Center and watch some outstanding women's college basketball. The action begins at 11 a.m. once again tomorrow. First game of the day will be Louisiana against Minnesota. And we'll go all the way until an 8 p.m. finale. Nicholls will be in action at 8 o'clock tomorrow night as well. So again, Evansville in black, Nicholls in white. It will be Evansville shooting to the basket to our right to start things. Nicholls heading right to left. Ball's tip, we're underway. Nicholls controls the opening tap, and it will be Curtis initiating the offense. They get it down low to Burks. She immediately gets double-teamed. Left side triple is good for Curtis. Came in as the 3rd leading scorer on this Nicholls squad at 10 points a game, and quickly Nicholls is out to a 3-0 lead. Palomo, the senior, is leading the offense there, but a turnover, and here come Nicholls quickly the other way. Garnett will give it away to Curtis. Brister inside Garnett, tried the reverse layup, couldn't go, and Evansville quickly the other way. With Runner taking it up the floor. Right side 3 off the rim by Kreinhagen. Evansville will get a second opportunity. They'll look to pound it inside this time. Dozier Nicely done inside, and she gets the bucket. Evansville is on the board. It's a 3-2 ball game, a minute and 15 seconds in. Colonel's moving it around. Brister swings it across, now makes a cut inside, but can't finish. Good job inside by the Evansville defense, and Dozier comes away with the rebound. Hartwig tries with the left hand, way short. And Tanita Swift has the rebound. She gets inside and lays it in. And Nicholls has a 5-2 lead. Runner, we will call her name a bunch tonight, number 10 in black. And that is thrown away by Palamo. And ask for a stoppage so she can retie her shoe. Two turnovers already for the Aces. And now Nicholls with Curtis bringing it up the floor. The sophomore guard out of Calhoun, Georgia. From the right baseline, Swift knocks it down, and she's got 5 early points as the Colonels have jumped out to an 8-2 lead. Three-point try, way off by Hartwig, who is the second leading scorer on this team at 19.8 points a game. They really rely on those two to produce a lot of the offense, talking about Runner and Hartwig. And the Aces will bring it back up the floor, trailing by 6. Runner. Runner's not just a shooter by any means. She can shoot, but she knows how to get to the foul line. Right there, she turns it over. Third of the night for the Aces. Curtis is long on a 3, but Nicholls will get a second opportunity. They chase down the long rebound. Shot clock at 5, as you see, and out of bounds, as Swift could not maintain control, and Evansville will inbound. Aces have not scored in a little bit under 3 minutes. Shot clock at 8. Left corner 3 is good. Palamo, the senior out of Spain. I should say Palamo. Transferred out from Casper College. Averaging 9.6 a game along with 2.8 steals. Breaks the Aces drought, makes this a one-possession game. Right baseline for Swift for 3. Won't go. And a foul on the rebound against Ellie Garnett, the redshirt senior. We'll get our first sub as Nicholls will send in Jesslyn Jalamo. And she will immediately take the assignment of guarding Cameron Runner. Hartwig is 0 for 3, and she has not been close on any of the 3 attempts thus far. 3 ball left side won't go. And it will belong to Evansville when we come back from break. 5 minutes gone by in this opening quarter on the final game of the Big Easy Classic, day 1. It is Nicholls 8 and Evansville 5. You're watching the Big Easy Classic on Crescent City Sports. We welcome you back inside the Hilario Center, West Wego, Louisiana. For those of you who might be watching outside the New Orleans area, we're about 20 minutes southwest of downtown New Orleans. Evansville down 3. Could tie it with a triple here. Look inside to Hartwig. Palomo now, that's a three-point attempt from Kreinhagen off the back iron. Evansville 1 for 4 in the early going from three-point range. Nicholls 2 for 5. Perimeter weave out front. And that's lost out of bounds. It will be Aces basketball. Nicholls working on about a 3-minute scoring drought right now, after getting that lead to 8-2. Nice pass and a great finish that time from Palomo. Great pass from Hartwig to the cutting Julia Palomo, who has 5 of the 7 Aces points. Shot won't go. Evansville's got a chance to take the lead right here. Palomo drives, kicks. Hartwig drives, tries to do the same, but instead is called for the offensive foul as she plowed into Brister. First foul of the game on Evansville. Each team with 1 personal foul through the first 6.5 minutes. And the Colonels will walk it up. Brister out top. Hands off to Jalomo. Now back up top. 5 on the shot clock. Kerner struggling to get in any kind of flow offensively here. That's knocked away and stolen. And headed the other way is Runner. Palomo is tied up inside, and the arrow favors Evansville, so it will stay on this end. Aces have 15 on the shot clock. Going to go inside, and Runner trying to get up her first shot. Didn't have much success there. Second opportunity for the Colonels on this end. They'll swing it back around. A little miscommunication between a couple of Nicholls players out on the perimeter, but they hang on to the basketball. Inside, and Brister ends the scoring drought that was approaching 5 minutes, and it's 10-7 Colonels. Three-pointer left side. Misses everything for Kreinhagen, and going the other way is Nicholls with Jalomo handling it. Tries the three, will not fall, and Purple Aces corral the rebound. It's Claudia Clement who pulls it down. She's just checked in a couple of minutes ago. Both teams shooting at 30% right now. Drive to the basket, and a layup is good for Palomo, who has been the offensive star here early on for Evansville. She has 7 of the Aces' 9 points. And it's a 1-point game as we close in on a minute to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer up top. Back iron, no good. And Runner is off and running. They hit the trailer, and it's well defended by Brister, who knocks it out in the hands of Clement, and Nicholls is coming the other way. They'll slow it down for a moment as the clock is under a minute now. 50 seconds to play in the first half, or the first quarter, I should say. Inside, nice move by Craig. Dalen Craig, the senior out of Lithia Springs, Georgia, makes the move inside and gets to the rim. It's 12-9 Nicholls. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock right here. Let's see how Evansville plays it. They're not going to waste any time. They go right at it, and Aces are headed to the line for the first time. It will be Kreinhagen. This is an Evansville team on the season. It averages more than 17 free throws made per game. That ranks 12th in Division I, and they're shooting nearly 77% at the line. That is the best in the Missouri Valley Conference. So this is not a place you want to put the team in black. If you're Nicholls, the idea has to be to defend without fouling this evening. First free throw is good by Kreinhagen. Her first point. Second one is good. And it's a 12-11 game. And get a substitution. Avery Kelly has checked in for the first time. Along with Madalena Gerke. Game clock at 9. Trying to run the skip play. And I don't know if they got that off in time, but even if it had, it was off the back iron, no good. But Nicholls got off to a fast start in this quarter and held on to the lead throughout. Through one period of play, your score, Nicholls 12, Evansville 11. You're watching the Big Easy Classic on Crescent City Sports. Welcome you back to the Ilario Center. Lenny Van Gilder, Matt Merritt, our producer this evening, we are in the process of wrapping up day one of the Big Easy Classic women's basketball tournament here in suburban New Orleans. Nicholls will inbound to start the second quarter with a 1-point lead. Evansville applying some pressure there and knocked it away. So now the Colonels will inbound further up the sideline. Jalomo will dribble, and that's a kick out of bounds. Avery Kelly defending. Pair of number ones going head-to-head there. Kelly, a freshman, out of Evansville. They got a lot of freshmen on this Aces roster. Up top, that is Craig looking inside. Shot would not fall there for Swift. Got off to a fast start with 5 points in this one, but hasn't scored since. Three-pointer left wing, Palomo continues to light it up. She has 10, and Evansville has its first lead, 14-12. Palomo came in as the fourth leading scorer on this team and has already surpassed their season average of 9.6. That is out of bounds. The pass by Martinez trying to get it inside, but no one was there. And Evansville will take over with the lead and the basketball for the first time. Ball knocked away. Collision there in the front court, and Colonels come away with it. They'll look to set it up now. Brister up top, hands off to Jesslyn Jomo. Pass inside, a little post-to-post pass, nicely done. And Nicholls converts with Lauren Scott, the freshman out of Harvest, Alabama, getting her first two of the night. And we're tied at 14. And inside it was Gerke colliding, and the foul will go to the defense. So Evansville will inbound as the foul was charged to Craig. Ooh, collision on the inbounds pass, but it looks like runner is okay. And Deanna Brister picks up her second foul there. She's going to check out. Remember that as Ellie Garnett checks back in. Brister, the second leading scorer on this team now, back to the bench with 2 fouls and 8:04 still to play here in the first half. Inside, nicely done there. And Maggie Hartwig converts her first points of the game. She is the second leading scorer on this team, 19.8 points per game. She leads the Missouri Valley in rebounds, 11.4 a game. So she averages a double-double, but thus far just 2 points and 1 rebound this evening. Nicely done there by Hartwig as she rejects the attempt by Craig, and Evansville runs the other way. Hartwig inside, can't finish, and the rebound to Craig. Now Nicholls will look to pick up the tempo. Swift. Pass to Garnett, who missed the layup, and we will have a whistle here, and let's see what the call is. It's going to go against Cameron Runner, I believe. So Runner, who's averaging 20.6, has not scored yet as we're almost 13 minutes into this game. Three-pointer top of the key is off the mark, and the rebound ended up in the hands of Dozier. We had a whistle. Kalen Peters will check in for Nicholls, and Caden Kreinhagen returns for Evansville. Evansville deliberate out on the perimeter. Ball now in the hands of Kreinhagen. Look to go inside. It's swatted away, but Evansville recovers. Runner with 1 on the clock. Won't get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. Runner's only attempted 1 shot thus far. And Clement will return with Dozier checking out. So Nicholls with the basketball. Katire take the lead. They go inside. The pass was tipped and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Colonels. 12 on the shot clock. They will inbound from the far sideline. Mariah Jones looks over at her bench. See if she can get a call. Shot clock at 2. She's got to let one fly and hits. 15-footer from the right wing. Jones, the freshman out of Loganville, Georgia, has her first bucket. And once again, it's an even ball game. Nicholls doing an outstanding job on a defensive end. You see how active they are, and they come away with the steal, but then throw it away. So now Evansville back the other way. Drive inside. Runner draws the foul. We talked about her ability to get to the line, and she will do so here for the first time tonight. Runner on the season is 43 of 54 at the free throw line. That's in 5 games. That's 79.6%, but those 54 free throw attempts rank 5th in all of Division I. There's certain players you encounter just have a knack of being able to get to the free throw line. And Runner is finally on the scoreboard at the 5:20 mark of the second quarter. Second free throw is good, and Evansville leads at 18-16. Snapped a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 40 seconds for the Aces. Pass inside, good look, couldn't knock it down. Second chance, draws a foul. That's going to go against Runner, and I believe that is her second personal foul. Check it, they called that on Hartwig, 24. First free throw good. And the second one. Not good. It's 18-17. Evansville with a 1-point lead and the basketball as we tick under the 5-minute mark. Nice defense there by Nicholls. All ball there by Curtis as Gerke was driving by. Now the kick out. And The layup won't go home, but a second chance opportunity. Three-pointer top of the key, good by Curtis. And Nicholls regains the lead, 20-18. Gerke. As Evansville mishandles it, Nicholls the other way. What a nice defensive play by Runner to swat away the shot by Jones, who appeared to have an open path to the basket. And with that, we'll have a timeout. 4:11 to play first half. Your score, Nicholls 20, Evansville 18. You're watching the Big Easy Classic on Crescent City Sports. And we welcome you back to the Ilario Center. We're having a bit of technical difficulties with our clock connection there, so we'll keep you honest on what is going on with the clock. As it stands at 4:11 to play first half. 20-18 Nicholls with a 2-point lead in a basketball. Inbounds. And a quick shot won't go. Evansville's running the other way. Here comes Palomo. That is knocked away from behind as Kreinhagen looked to drive to the basket, and it'll be Aces basketball on the baseline. $18 on the shot clock. Inside, good look, but can't finish. That was a point-blank look like there for Anisha Skeven, and she could not finish. Scriven, I should say, and she gets the rebound here, and Evansville looking to push again to tie to take the lead. Runner. Now Palomo out front. So run a little weave action out here now. Clement's going to try and attack the basket, but traveling first. And it will. Head back to the Colonels as we close in on the 3-minute mark of the first half. Inside, shot will not fall. Good defense right there by Clement, who's trailing the play. 15-footer will not fall, and Nicholls gets the rebound. Stuck on 2018 ever since the media timeout. Nicholls has missed its last 4 shots. Evansville has missed its last 4 shots. And that'll take care of that. Well done, very patient and swift. Went around on the other side of the basket, and Coach Justin Payne wanted the ball headed his way, but it stays with Evansville with 2:09 to play here in the first half. Nicholls has scored the last 6 to take a 4-point lead. Three-pointer runner off the mark. Nice offensive rebound, that time from Palomo. She will operate the offense from the top. Shot clock at 5. Tried to step through, but I believe she traveled, yes. So with 1:36 to play, the Evansville scoring drought has now reached 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Nicholls patiently working it. Now left corner, 3 will not go that time for Jones. And Evansville looks to push with runner leading the way. Now to Kreinhagen. Runner will attack. Couldn't get it to fall. And now Nicholls back the other way. Steal as Clemens stepped in front of an errant pass. And just like that, there's another turnover. And this time the Colonels convert with Jones getting the fast break layup. It is 24-18 Nicholls. They have scored the last 8 points here of the quarter. As the Evansville scoring drought now closes in on 5 minutes. Kreinhagen, three-pointer left wing is off the mark by Palomo, and it will be controlled by the Colonels, and the shot clock is off. Inside, will not go, and three-quarter court shot will come up short at the end of the half. So we're at the break here in game number 5 of the day at the Ilario Center in West Wego, Louisiana. The Big Easy Classic, your halftime score, Nicholls 24, Evansville 18. We will be back in a few. Stay with us here at Crescent City Sports. And we're closing in on start of the second half here from the Hilario Center in West Wego, Louisiana. Lenny Van Gilder with you here on Crescent City Sports. Nicholls with a 24-18 lead over Evansville. Colonel scored the last 8 points of the half to take control. In fact, they actually led for most of this first half. They led for almost 15 minutes of the first half. 2 ties, 2 lead changes. Evansville had the lead for a little under 4 minutes of the half, but their last field goal came at the 8-minute mark of the first half on a layup by Hartwig that gave the Aces a 16-14 lead. Beyond that, it was just a couple of free throws that they knocked down, and that's basically been it. So let's take you through some of the scoring leaders. Evansville got 10 points from Julia Palomo, and then they've got 4 players with 2 points each: Runner, Kreinhagen, Dozier, and Hartwig. So they're 3 leading scorers in this game. Now, one of them is not here, but the 2 leading scorers, Runner and Hartwig, have been held to 2 points apiece in the first half. Evansville shot 28.6%, 6 for 21 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3, and 4 for 4 at the foul line. For Nicholls, a little more balanced. They've gotten 7 points from Tanita Swift, 6 from Bratia Curtis, I should say. 4 points from Malaya Jones, and 2 points each from Brister, Scott, and Craig, and 1 from Burks, and that is their 24. They shot 30.3% in the first half from the field, 3 for 11 from 3, 1 for 2 at the line. All right, we're set for basketball here in the third quarter as Nicholls inbounds with a 6-point lead. Brister will kick it out. The drive to the basket by Swift won't go. Second chance opportunity, but that didn't hit the rim. But a 3 will go down that time. Bratia Curtis, the sophomore, came in averaging 10, and give her 3 more right there. 3 from the left baseline will not go, and Nicholls the other way, trying to extend this lead to double figures for the first time tonight. Remember, they closed the first half on an 8-0 run. They've opened this half with a 3, looking to add on some more right here. Brister at the free throw line will kick it out. 3-pointer right baseline is too long for Burks. And now quickly the Aces go the other way. Kreinhagen inside. Clement can't finish right there. Little short. And it's Nicholls the other way. Jumper on the right wing, about a 10-footer, goes down for Burks. Her first field goal of the night, and the lead is now double figures, 29-18. You go back to the second quarter, that is 13 unanswered until now. That is snapped by the bucket by Runner. That is her first field goal of the night. She has 4 points. Came in averaging 20.6 points per game. Jumper from the free throw line will not go by Jones, and Evansville controls. You get back in this, you need stops, you need buckets. They got to stop on one end, but couldn't convert on the offensive end there as Clement misses. 3 left wing is long, but a second chance opportunity. That will go out of bounds off the foot of Burks, and it will belong to Evansville. And May Dozier returns. She started the game but did not start the second half. to get it inside. Working one-on-one, well defended as Dozier's shot is swatted away by Burks, and here come the Colonels the other way. All the way to the rim, but Jones cannot finish, and it is Hartwig with the board for Evansville. Now she'll take the three, won't go. A tough shooting night for the Aces. 7 of 27 overall from the field, 2 of 10 from three. Inside, good look, and well defended that time by Hartwig, who got a hand on the attempt by Brister, and here comes Evansville. Getting to the rim that time was Runner. She couldn't convert, but Dozier with the putback, and Evansville has scored 4 straight, and it's 29-22. Four second chance points thus far tonight for Evansville to 9 for Nicholls. They've been out-rebounded on the offensive end, 11-3. Good drive that time, and Swift is fouled. She will get 2 shots. This is Swift at the line. Makes the first. She has 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. This is her first trip to the foul line. Nicholls only attempted 2 free throws in the first half. Swift hits them both. And it's 31-22 Nicholls as we duck inside 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Double team there in the corner. Evansville gets out of it, but now they lose the basketball. Wait, they're going to call it a jump ball. The arrow still belongs to the Aces. Get it inside, and able to finish that time is Hartwig. Just her second basket tonight. She has 4. And it's 31-24. So even with that early burst here in the third quarter by Nicholls, Evansville trying to hang around here, just down 7. It was 6 at halftime. Swift, left wing. Now the drive that time, and the finish in the paint by Curtis, who's in double figures with 11, the first Nicholls player to get to double digits. All the way to the rim. Kelly cannot finish. Right back the other way come the Colonels, and Swift can. She joins Curtis in double figures with 11, and Nicholls has stretched the lead back out to 11 at 35-24. 3 from the right baseline goes down for Kreinhagen. Just the third triple of the night for the Aces. Back to an 8-point game. Swift and Curtis each with 11. Left corner 3 goes down for Jalamo. Her first point of the night. And that will be off of Nicholls. It will be Evansville ball after a timeout. 4:09 to play. Third quarter here just outside of New Orleans. Your score, Nicholls 38, Evansville 27. You are watching the Big Easy Classic on Crescent City Sports. So both teams huddling up here, first time out in this second half. Thus far in the third quarter, Nicholls 5 of 11 from the field, Evansville 4 of 11. So both teams have improved on not so great first half shooting. Colonel's a couple of threes and a couple of free throws. They've outscored Evansville by 5, 14-9 here in the third quarter. We've already had as many points scored here in the first 6 minutes of the third quarter as we had in the entire first quarter, and more than the second quarter. So much better offensive flow here coming out of the locker room for both teams. Shot clock at 10, driving to the basket. That time Hartwig. And she gets the second chance to go, and it is back to a single-digit margin at 38-29. Nicholls continues to try to work it inside to Burks. Inside-out game. Now Curtis. Around to Brister. Backdoor cut, beautiful job. Well executed. The high post pass to Burks. She makes the pass to Curtis for the layup. She has 13 now, and Nicholls has stretched the lead back out to 11 at 40-29. Three-pointer from well behind the line by Cameron Runner. Her first triple tonight. She has 7, and it's 40-32. Another back cut, and the layup will fall for Jalomo. That's 2 possessions in a row. Nicholls has executed a backdoor cut very well. Three-pointer that time won't go from Hartwig. Here come the Colonels the other way. Inside. They work it to Burks, and she double dribbled. So we'll see a sub as Ellie Garrett, or Garnett I should say, will return. Ellie Garnett. Dalen Craig also checking in. Closing in on a 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. A double team run out at Runner, and she loses control of the basketball, and Garnett has it in the front court for Nicholls. Curtis, the leading scorer in the game with 13. Splitting traffic. Can't get it to fall, but drawing the foul is Swift. And they will get Runner for the foul. That is her second. And Swift is 2 for 2 at the line. Had a good all-around night. 11.6 boards, 4 assists. She will shoot 2. Gets the first one to drop. And another. So Swift now 4 for 4 at the stripe. Give her 13 points as well. And the lead is a dozen. Right baseline 3 is too long. Nice effort for the offensive rebound and a great pass as Dozier will finish. Give Palomo credit for running down that offensive rebound and then finding her teammate for the second chance points, and it's 44-34 as we go under 90 seconds here in the third quarter. Curtis will look to drive. Can't finish, but the foul will be called on Runner. And that is Cameron's third, and the second she's gotten whistled on her in less than a minute. First free throw good for Curtis. He's at the line for the first time tonight. Knocks them both down. Nicholls is 6 for 6 at the stripe here in the second half. And before anything could happen there, in terms of a collision, there was a travel called. And we will get a timeout called by Evansville coach Robin Scher. Wants to talk it over here. 46-34 Nicholls, 1:14 remaining here in the third quarter. This is a key 74 seconds till we get to the end of the third. Chance to, if you're Evansville, make a play or two, maybe get it back to single digits, or perhaps Nicholls can make a couple of plays and really stretch this thing out headed to the fourth quarter. So the first call timeout becomes an official timeout as well. Nicholls 3-2 on the year, a couple of close losses. The two losses by a total of 7 points. Their second trip into the New Orleans area this year, they actually went to Tulane opening week of the season and came away with a win, 65-63. Their two losses this year by 2 points to Louisiana Tech on opening day, 53-51, and then most recently by 5 points last Friday against the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, who we saw earlier today in the first game of this tournament, 55-50, or 60-55, I should say. The Cajuns prevailed in that one. So here we go back to action now. Nicholls up 12 with the basketball. Craig looking for someone. Shot clock at 8. Now Garrett inside. Left-hand layup will fall. Or Garnett. I keep calling her Cal. Ellie Garnett, the senior. Nicholls has its biggest lead of the night, 14. Palomo. Nice job by Nicholls to force the double team and now force the turnover. Curtis. Bring it across. Now Jones. Shot clock is off. Inside, driving layup by Swift. And they can't even get off a desperation shot. Nicholls is just relentless on the defensive end this evening. They have been outstanding, holding Evansville to 34% shooting and forcing now 14 turnovers on the night. We have completed 3 at the Ilario Center in West Wego, Louisiana. Your score, Nicholls 50, Evansville 34. You're watching the Big Easy Classic on Crescent City Sports. All right, Nicholls inbounds here to start the fourth quarter, leading it by 16. They outscored Evansville 26-16 in the third. After scoring 24 points in the first half, they got 26 in the third quarter on 60% shooting, 9 out of 15. 2 of 4 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line. Evansville was much better offensively. They almost scored as many points in the third quarter as they did in the first half, but still, Nicholls has been relentless, even getting the second opportunities like that. As Ellie Garnett chases it down. Now makes the post-to-post pass. Nice defense, though, by Hartwig to swat the shot away, and Nicholls will inbound from the baseline with 8 on the shot clock. Drive into the paint, won't go that time for Curtis. And Evansville is going to need more stops like that if they're going to have any kind of fourth quarter comeback hopes. Run the weave out front. Now Runner inside, can't finish. Second chance opportunity. Hartwig gets to the rim but is fouled by Jones. So Maggie Hartwig, who has 6 points and 5 rebounds tonight, came in averaging 19.8 points and 11.4 boards. And this is a good opportunity for Evansville. If you're going to rally, this is the way to do it. Score at the free throw line with the clock stopped. It gives you a chance to set your defense. You can knock these down. Second free throw for Hartwig is good, so she hits them both. And Evansville has the first 2 of the fourth quarter, but it's still a 14-point game as we're under 9 minutes to play. Pass deflected, but still recovered there by Dalen Craig, and the senior converts. Craig with her second bucket. All the way to the rim. Runner won't go, but she is fouled by Garnett. So Runner back to the line for only the second time tonight. She has 7 points, 3 rebounds. Came in averaging 20.6 points per game. And more than 10 free throw attempts a game. This is her third and fourth attempts of the night. It's the first. She hits the second. So now Nicholls facing some pressure. Got to get it over, just due before the 10-second count. Swift inside, good-looking pass. Shot won't go by the foul. Craig will head to the line, and I believe that's going to be on Hartwig. It is, and that is for Maggie, her third personal foul. So Hartwig has 3, Runner has 3. No one for Nicholls yet with 3 fouls as Craig rims out the first one. Missed them both, but Nicholls comes away with the offensive board. They will reset with a fresh 20 and run some clock here. Now look left corner, looking to drive. Now back out for 3 and swish for Swift, who now has 18. Up top, the response that time by Kreinhagen. So Nicholls with the ball and the lead by 14 as we head toward the 7-minute mark. Work it around, right corner. Garnett can't get the three to fall, and Evansville will corral the rebound. And a foul on Swift in the backcourt. That's her first personal foul. Nicholls has only been whistled for 8 fouls in this game. Really not a lot called on either end. Evansville's only been called for 7. Inside, nicely done. The reverse move there by Hartwig to get to the rim. She's in double figures with 10, the second Evansville player to get to double digits, and it's 55-43 as we move towards 6.5 to play. Nicholls works it around the perimeter. Craig tried to make the bounce pass inside, and it was off the fingertips of Runner, and it will stay on this end. But Nicholls just has 3 on the shot clock. Garnett checks out. Burks is back in for the Colonels. Burks with 3 points, but 6 rebounds tonight. Get it inside, shot, nope, on the floor. Offensive foul. They call the offensive foul on Swift. And her second foul in less than a minute. And Evansville could get this to single digits with a 3 right here. But just like that, the Colonels take it away. They'll pull it out. I think they want to run some clock right here. And we got a jump ball. Effort play right there by Palomo to get her hands on it, and it will be Evansville basketball. Palomo just reached in and got 2 hands on the ball when Burks had it. Now Evansville another chance to trim into this lead. Another deflection by the Colonel defense right there, but Evansville maintains possession. Now they turn it over. Evansville is having to work not just for every shot, but almost every pass, as Nicholls has really been aggressive on the defensive end in trying to deny the basketball. Skip pass, and a 3 from the right wing will be short, and the rebound corralled by Dozier, her 8th. Inside. Shot went up, blocked, but I think they're going to get a foul on the play, and it's not on, I thought perhaps it was on Burks, but it's going to be on Jalomo, who may have been trailing the play there. So Hartwig to the line. Evansville tonight is a perfect 8 of 8. Hartwig is 2 of 2. And she hits the first. Hits them both. So Evansville now 10 of 10 at the line, and it's back to a 10-point game with 5:14 to play. Pressure in the backcourt. That's a 10-second violation. Evansville stepped up the pressure there and got the 10-second call, and now the Aces will inbound with a chance to cut into this even more, but not before we get a Nicholls timeout. 5:07 to play in the fourth. Your score, Nicholls 55, Evansville 45. You're watching the Big Easy Classic on Crescent City Sports. So Evansville stepping up the defense, getting the 10-second call, forcing the Nicholls timeout. Nicholls has not scored in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds as Evansville has run off 7 straight since Nicholls took its biggest lead of 17 earlier in the quarter. Chance to extend the run right here and get it back to single digits. Inside working it. Shot will not fall, though, for Hartwig, and Nicholls controls. Colonel's looking to run some clock. That's a deflection and great hustle to the rim. The layup is good by Palomo, and it's an 8-point game. It's a 9-0 Evansville run as we head towards 4.5 to play. Jalomo, free throw line. That's knocked away, but Johnny on the spot to pick it up and put it in is Brister, and that was a huge basket for Nicholls. It's back to double figures, 57-47. 4 minutes to go. Kreinhagen. Palomo on the left wing now. Get a screen, look to go to the rim. Nice pass inside, now the kick out. 3, they ran her off the line. Keep swinging it, 3-point right wing. Will miss. 2 on the shot clock. That didn't hit the rim either. Nicholls controls, though. And it's play on. Colonel's in the front court. Curtis with the entry pass. Burks. Back up top. Brister is stripped. All the way to the basket. Runner cannot finish, but a second opportunity coming for the Aces. Runner again in traffic. Loses it out of bounds, but it was touched last by Burks. And Evansville will inbound from the baseline. 3:05 to play and 18 on the shot clock. And a foul there as Runner went all the way to the basket and drew contact. And it's Swift who gets the foul. It's her third. Runner, 9 points tonight, 4 of 4 at the line. She has scored double figures in every game in her career, her young career, just 5 games, just a freshman. She is, again, the leading freshman scorer in all of Division I. Iron backboard and down there. So 10 points for Runner, along with 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. Makes that one to get it to an 8-point game. 57-49. Again, full court pressure from the Aces. Knocked away, but they're going to say foul on Palomo. That's her first. And Nicholls will inbound. Jones will take her time with the offense here. The clock is the Colonel's friend. Going to the rim, though, and gets it home. Malaya Jones has 6, and it's 59-49. Kreinhagen. Runner will look to attack. Shot got deflected, no call, and now there will be a foul called. It is on. Oh, it's on Palomo. It's going the other way. It's Nicholls basketball. Wasn't clear at first which way the foul was called. And a substitution. Evansville will send Clement back in for Dozier. So 2:21 to play here. Nicholls with the ball, up 10. Beats the pressure. Curtis. Colonel's deliberate, working it around. Jones with it. Under 2 minutes to play. Shot clock at 3, at 2. Jones can't get the layup to fall. Tried to reverse it. Hartwig with the rebound, her 7th. Quickly up the other way. Long pass in and out of the hands of Kreinhagen, and it will be Colonel basketball with 1:46 left. And Craig checking back in. Brister will check out. Now they get it to the middle. That's what they always tell you. Get it to the middle of the floor in the press. Down the floor. Craig is open. Lets the flyby happen. Knocks down the layup, and the lead is back to a dozen as we head towards 90 seconds on the clock. Deep three, right wing is off, and that will belong to Nicholls. 1:25 to play, and it is beginning to look more and more like this is going to be a Colonel victory to close out the opening day of this Big Easy Classic. Evansville has gone more than 3 minutes without a field goal here. Missed their last 5. And they are making a slew of substitutions here. Looking to get the trap in the backcourt. Nearly did. Now they had a triple team there for a minute on Craig, but she split it. They'll back it back out under the direction of Justin Payne. He tells his point guard, Malaya Jones, let's get this back out front. Reset it up. 7-6 on the shot clock. Jones can't get the layup to fall. 1 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from the wing. No. Swift was looking for the dagger right there. That won't go by Kelly, but a foul on the rebound, and I believe this is going to send Scrivon to the line. Anisha Scrivon, the senior out of Bosnia and Herzegovina, junior college transfer from Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. That is the first free throw missed tonight for Evansville, and it comes with 44 seconds left. We mentioned they led the Missouri Valley in free throw percentage, 76.8%. They'll help that tonight. 12 of 13 at the moment, make it 13 of 14, and timeout Nicholls. And again, if you're not watch a lot of women's basketball, maybe you watch men, don't watch the women. It is one big difference in the rules besides the 10-minute quarters versus the 20-minute halves. If you call a timeout in the last minute in women's basketball, much like the NBA, you can advance the ball into the front court. So you end up seeing a lot of coaches that will hang on to timeouts for that very reason, to have that opportunity. And Justin Payne can avoid the pressure here and will do so. So with 44 seconds to play, 61-50, Nicholls in the lead. And see what Coach Payne has in mind here as they come out of the timeout. And again, they have already declared they're moving the ball into the front court. Nicholls has led this game pretty much since the midway point of the second quarter. They scored the last 8 points of the first half, immediately went about extending their lead in the third quarter, have led it by as many as 17. now we will get a foul as Scrivon commits the foul, but not the bonus yet. And another foul. And Kreinhagen commits the foul, and that is the 15th foul of the fourth quarter. That's one rule change I wouldn't mind seeing in women's basketball. You've got some of these other things in there in terms of that. Especially you get down to, if you've got 0 or 1 fouls and it's late in the quarter or, late in the fourth quarter especially, the NBA foul of 2 fouls in the last 2 minutes to be in the bonus. Just saying, if anyone on the rules committee is listening. Jones makes the first free throw. She has 7. Her first trip to the line tonight. Nicholls is 8 of 11 at the foul line this evening. Jones also 4 rebounds, 2 assists in 23 minutes. Makes them both. And now Evansville will use a timeout in a 63-50 game with 38.6 to play. Evansville will take the opportunity to use a full timeout here. So, again, we're back at you tomorrow, 5 games here at the Ilario Center. If you're in the New Orleans area, come out and see some good women's basketball. 10 Division I teams here in the area. And the opportunity to catch 5 games all in one day, all in one building here at the Ilario Center. Action begins at 11. The first game tomorrow will be Minnesota against Louisiana. And we continue on through the day. And a huge cheer went up as Lauren Scott, the freshman from Alabama, went and checked in at the scores table, so she's going to get a chance to see her first action of the evening. And clearly some friends and family across the way for Lauren. And 13 points to lead with 38.6 to play. Good chance to run some fresh faces out there. You're going to play back-to-back nights. Everybody does here. Inside, shot will not fall. And shot clock is off. It doesn't look like Evansville is going to foul. And they will dribble it out, and it will appear that we are going to finish with a 63-50 final. The Colonels will improve to 4-2 on the season. Evansville will drop to 2-4 on the year. There's the final buzzer, your final score. Nicholls 63, Evansville 50. Your leading scorers in this one, Tanita Swift with 18. Bertia Curtis with 18 for Swift, 15 for Curtis to lead the way for Nicholls. 3 in double figures for Evansville. It was Palomo and Hartwig with 12 points apiece. Runner finished with 11. So that'll do it for a 5-game day here. Day number 1 of this Big Easy Classic at the Ilario Center. Again, coverage resumes tomorrow just before 11 o'clock. You can watch it all here at CrescentCitySports.com. But again, if you're in the area, come on and watch some great basketball here with 10 Division I teams all in action. So, for Matt Merritt and our entire Crescent City Sports production team, Lonnie Van Gilder saying good night from the Ilario Center. Once again, your final, Nicholls 63, Evansville 50.